You're sick of hearing about COVID. So are we. The problem is what is coming because of this new wave of COVID that is really statistically meaningless. What's coming is really important because, as George predicted, some people just can't let go of the emergency. More importantly, the emergency powers. Lionsgate Entertainment out in Hollywood is back to masks and testing. We talked about colleges yesterday. There are now 104 colleges in the U.S. still mandating COVID vaccines for students. Of course, faculty are exempted. Some have indicated they will never let this go. All the while, they refuse to make sense of their pseudoscience on the list. Rutgers, Harvard, and more. We can now add that Morris Brown College in Atlanta and the Seattle government, who are never wrong, the government doctors didn't get a thing wrong during COVID. They want mandatory face masks for healthcare workers. Speaking of healthcare, Scott M. wrote to me on Twitter after our segment last night, while your comments were largely directed at the media, my perception was that you were dismissive of the impact of the virus itself. Both my parents are currently in the ICU with COVID. My mother's prognosis is fair. My father's recovery is doubtful. Just wanted to remind you it's more than a talking point, and it's still having serious effects, which is absolutely true. I know that, Scott, better than most, and we're praying for your parents. In fact, I almost died from COVID. I spent a week in the hospital with it back in early 2021. It's a serious disease, which is the reason we need to speak about it honestly. Honestly about where it came from. Honestly about what prevents it. And honestly about what doesn't prevent it. Honestly about who it affects the most. Your parents, Scott, who are much older. Which is why we need fair reporting about it, not hysteria. Who knows what 2021-esque craziness is next? But we can guarantee many of our media colleagues who will cover it breathlessly will bring zero journalistic curiosity as to whether whatever they are reporting will actually protect people from COVID. Joining us now, Sayler Thomas, student at the University of Georgia who's lived through the pandemic as a college student. You're a senior now. You want to go back to wearing a mask like you did freshman year?
Absolutely not. Then in my freshman year, I had to get sent home because of COVID. So to think it could happen again, this is my last semester of college. Obviously, it's very disappointing.
All right. Percentage of the total population who are up to date with the COVID-19 vaccines, total 17%. There you all with your mask. I think it may have been high school graduation or just getting to college.
Yeah, this is early days of college.
Early days of college. It looks like a joyous time in everybody's life. Percentage of population who are up to date with COVID-19 vaccines, total 17%. I'm wondering, you just don't seem that worried, yet there is so many colleges now that are petrified about and can't wait to protect everybody with masks and with vaccines and everything else. You think you understand something they don't, or they understand something you don't?
For me, I think that obviously it is a serious issue. I do understand how people who are obviously older are more affected by it. Speaking from a college student's perspective, it is really a time in our lives that's pivotal, where we want to be able to connect to people. We don't want to have masks that are blocking us talking. It can be an obstacle. So for me, I just feel like it depends on the age range specifically, but in colleges,
Look, Sayler, this is what I'm interested in. Why do you think it's colleges that are so far in the front of demanding everybody have masks and vaccines when we know that healthy college kids are about the least likely people of anybody to die from this?
It may be the accountability problem that the universities are scared of. Obviously, colleges, people are going out and people are in settings where they're on top of each other. So I feel like that's the main probably fear in that situation.
Well, you ascribe good intentions. I'm not sure I have as much goodwill towards college administrators as you do, but after 4 years, I admire your optimism. It's good to see you. Good luck in graduation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Just like Scott M. wrote to me about his thoughts on Twitter about our COVID coverage or anything else. We always like to hear from you. Social media at Leland Vittert on Twitter and Instagram. A little bit more about that when we come back. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.